Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Pashyatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. So we are happily going to move forward. Our Gopakumar's travel. So anybody remembers where is Gopakumar now?
He is going to see that king, right?
Yes, he came to that kingdom actually. So and he's seeing the opulent worship of the Lord in that kingdom. So go ahead, Mataji. Well, we'll see what made him leave that place now.
Yes. Now my life is a success. I shall never go away from this place. And so, by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, I began to live there happily.
Oh wow, he's also saying by the mercy of the Vaishnavas that he began to live happily. So nice. Amritanandini Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna. If she's not there, Gayatri Mataji, please go ahead.
I would eat elements of food offered to Lord Vishnu, witness the great festivals of his worship, and hear the glories of his worship and more, all the while carefully chanting my mantra in private.
And this part too, the highlighted part.
From all these instructions, however, Gopakumara did not receive a complete, systematic spiritual education. No one told him, for example, about such basic matters as the existence of higher planets, like the Swarga of Lord Indra. The Vaishnavas were unaware that Gopakumara, despite his saintly qualities, had never had any training. Thus, he remained naive about the complexities of the material world.
I am sorry for this call. Just give me 1 second. I'm really sorry. I'll give this to my Prabhu and I'll be back. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Who was next? Leela Madhvi Mataji. Just that in this point, what we have to see is he is new to the process, but he did not give up chanting and he continued chanting his mantra in private. And that's the highlight here. Leela Madhavi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Let my heart, O Brahmana, never forget the beauty of this Rajbhumi and the joy of playing here as a cowherd. Gopakumara's indelible recollections of Rasdama, far from being just sentimental, were a sign that by chanting his mantra, he was reaping transcendental results. The public opulence of Lord Vishnu's worship did not attract him more than the simple happiness of wandering about the fields of Rasa. While sleeping or awake, he could not forget Rasa. Even while he took part in Lord Vishnu's festivals, thoughts of Rasbhumi lingered in his mind.
This is the sweetness of Vrindavan. Even though he is from Vrindavan, he left Vrindavan and went. He could not forget Vrindavan. That is Vrajabhumi's speciality. Jai. Nayan Sundari Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna. If Nayan Sundari Mataji is not there, who is next? Priya Madhavi Mataji.
Yeah. Remaining thus for some days in that place, I developed great eagerness to engage in that method of worship.
So he's continuing, whatever they are doing, he's continuing to follow that worship.
The king of that country was sonless, and despite my being a foreigner, He noted my good character and he developed affection for me. But soon after finally adopting me as his son, he died.
What a great fortune, right? The king adopting him as his son. Wow. And he died. Yes, Anita Mataji, please go ahead.
After inheriting his kingdom, I made even more elaborate the joyful worship of Lord Vishnu. Every day, saintly persons were fed with remnant of food from this worship. Simple soul that he was, Gopakumar accepted his material elevation as a chance to increase his devotional service. As king, he saw to it that Lord Vishnu's worship was improved and that the Lord's mercy was distributed as widely as possible.
So nice. He continued to remain simple, and we'll see how did he do that. Ritu Mataji. Ritu Mataji, are you there today? If she's not there, then who was next? Sashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Go ahead.
So it is text 154, right, Mataji?
53. And always.
153. Yeah. Okay, Mataji. And always unattached to royal opulence, I continued living just as before. I quietly chanted my mantra and ate only remnants of food left by the Lord as his mercy.
Commentary, Mataji, here.
Yes, Mataji. Gopakumara's mantra protected him from being corrupted by royal power. Thus, he was undistracted by sovereignty and wealth, retaining his unassuming simplicity.
Yeah, so this all thing was possible because of the power of the mantra, that he could remain that simple. Otherwise, it's not possible. The opulence corrupts us. Yeah. Vasantrasa Mataji, would you like to read next?
Yes. Mataji, I'm here, Mataji. Sorry to disturb, Mataji.
Oh, Sujana Mataji. Sorry. Yes, your turn.
Sorry, Mataji. I thought I am the one next reading, so that's
Yes,
why.
yes, you are next, no doubt.
Sorry, Mataji. I divided the affairs of the kingdom and handed them over to the relatives and entourage of the deceased king. But still, I suffered in various ways due to my connection with the kingdom.
Wow. He had no attachment, but still he had to run the kingdom. So because of that, all things were coming to him. Now it's Vasantrasa Mataji's turn.
Sometimes I feared neighboring kingdoms and at other times of the emperor, having to obey his various and abundant commands stifled by freedom.
Vallabi Gopi.
Smataji. If the Supreme Lord's remnants were touched by an outsider or carried outside the temple, or if for any other reason a doubt arose about the purity of the remnants, no respectable person would eat them.
Here is the turning point. Yeah, please read this highlighted point.
They would not accept Lord Vishnu's prasada if it had been touched by anyone other than appointed servants of the deity or taken outside the sacred area of the temple.
Like sometimes we call Smarta Brahmanas, we have heard in our Indian lifestyle too, like they will not eat if it is touched by somebody else or seen by somebody else. So they have very strict rules. Even if it is prasad, then honor it. So this was very disturbing for Gopakumar. He was surprised, like, how come the Lord's mercy is not worshipped in the right way? Like they are saying now it is contaminated. How can something contaminate the Lord's mercy? So his heart was not happy now. Sirisha Mataji. Yeah.
Such darts shot into my vital points made me want to give everything up. But I had no desire to leave the Lord, whom I had long hankered to see and whose personal contact I had now obtained.
Wow. So he's still attached to the Lord, but the process, whatever he was seeing around, was very bothering to him. Neeta Mataji, are you there today? If Neeta Mataji is not there, Payal Mataji, are you there? I'm just reading from the list that we are using. Payal Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes.
Yeah.
Just then, some venerable saints from the south arrived on pilgrimage and told me this. The saintly pilgrims were Vaishnavas from Jagannath Puri.
Jai. So these devotees were from Jagannath Puri. So his problem was they were not respecting the Mahaprasad of the Lord and they were discriminating it. And now the change comes to Jagannath Puri. What happens next? Richa Mataji, would you like to read next?
Sure, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
At Purushottam Kshetra, on the blue mountain on the shore of the salt ocean, Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, the personality of Godhead, is present as the absolute truth manifest in wood.
Yes, now about Lord Jagannath's glories. Neeru Mataji, would you like to read next?
Yes, Nandini, Hare Krishna Mataji. With, with infinite opulence, that Lord himself rules the kingdom of Utkala. He displays his unique glories and always takes affectionate care of his devotees.
Yes, so now they are glorifying Lord Jagannath and his opulences. So whenever prasad comes, we cannot forget Lord Jagannath. So after eating food cooked for him by his consort Lakshmi, the all merciful Lord distributes to his devotees his own remnants, which are available in Nilachala, even though by demigods they are rarely obtained. So back to Sri Gaurangi Mataji.
That food is called his Mahaprasad. Be it touched by anyone or brought anywhere, without discriminating, the devotees eat it.
That's the highlight. Like there is no discrimination when Mahaprasad of Jagannath comes into our hands, even if it is very old, it is stale. We just have it because that is the potency of Mahaprasad of Lord Jagannath. Jai Jagannath Swami. Yes, Amritanandini Mataji.
Oh, oh, that holy Kshetra is so great that even the donkeys living there have 4 arms. Anyone who simply enters that district will never take birth again.
The donkeys living there have 4 arms. Wow. Please read the highlight too, Mataji.
Everyone living there appears with hands holding a conch shell, dix, and lotus. The demigods in heaven are constantly bewildered to see this.
So many Puranas actually explain this that Kshetra, Puri Jagannath Puri Kshetra is very, very holy and very special.
A mere glimpse of him, whose eyes are like lotuses in full bloom, grants the ultimate goal of life. Such wonders I heard, which I had never heard before.
Wow.
Overcome by desire to see Lord Jagannath, in a moment I abandoned everything and set off in the direction of Orissa, chanting Lord Jagannath's glories.
This is our Gopakumar like Narad Muni. He just lets go of everything now and runs to the next destination. Beautiful. That's his eagerness.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read?
Yes, please. You are in the right time and the right place.
Thank you. I quickly reached that holy district of the Lord, bowing down to all the residents. By the mercy of those saintly persons, I was able to enter the temple grounds.
Jai. So, Nayan Sundari Mataji, now Gopakumar came to Jagannath Puri. So, just updating you. So, he moved on to Jagannath Puri now. Yes, Priya Madhuri Mataji.
From
Yes, yes.
the
Yeah.
moon like face, his broad eyes shining.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Now, we didn't hear in between, Mataji. So, please read again. Sorry.
Really? Okay, okay. From a distance, I saw the moon like face of Lord Purushottama, his broad eyes shining brilliantly, his forehead decorated with tilaka made of gems, his complexion glowed like a cloud full of rain, and the effulgence of his dawn colored lips was all attractive. Moonbeams of unlimited satisfaction from his smile, adding to his beauty. Wow.
He's relishing every aspect of the Lord. Like when he saw Shaligram also, he was so happy. Then when he saw the Vishnu form, he was so happy. Now when he's seeing Lord Jagannath, he's extremely happy. Jai.
Struck by the ecstasies of pure love and impeded by trembling in my body, I was unable to go forward despite my desire. But somehow I reached Garuda's column, my hair standing on end, my vision clouded by tears.
That Garuda Stamba he has reached where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would stand and take darshan. Jai.
I saw Lord Jagannath bedecked with jewelry, divine garments, and flower garlands. The sight of him increased the pleasure of my eyes and mind. As he sat playfully on his lion throne, he ate the wonderful varieties of attractive food being offered to him. With love, he watched his devotees busily singing, dancing, playing.
Music, offering prayers, continue, Mataji. Anita Mataji, please continue. I'm not sure if you're muted. There's a little bit more to your.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Now we can hear you. Yes.
So I have to start again?
This music, offering prayers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Music, offering prayers, and bowing down to him, seeing that supremely splendorous peasant bewildered me, and I fainted and fell to the floor.
Jai. He is in full ecstasy here. I am not sure. I think Ritu Mataji has not joined. Rashikala Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. I came to my senses, opened my eyes, and gazed upon him again. Like a madman, I ran forward quickly to catch hold of him.
Wow. He's running to go and catch hold of Jagannath. Yes, Sujana Mataji.
I cried out. Now I am seeing what for so long I have wanted to see. From today, my life is a real life. I have obtained the Lord of the universe, my master.
Yeah, every time he says, like how Narad Muni said, right? I've seen the person who receives the mercy of the Lord. Like that, he's saying, now I have seen the Lord of the universe and my master. Jai. Vasantra Mataji.
Just then, the gods struck me with their sticks and stopped me. Realizing what I did, I had done, I felt embarrassed. This is the Lord's mercy. I reasoned and went outside, where I received remnants of his Mahaprasad.
So whoever went to Jagannath Puri, we know how we get the special danda stick on our head. Jai. Vallabi Gopi.
O Brahmana, after eating that Mahaprasada, I quickly re entered the Lord's temple. From the wonders I then saw, I felt a reservoir of happiness I'm unable to understand in my heart, let alone describe with my mouth. I simply stood there all day, relishing bliss.
Who was next? Payal. Sirisha Mataji.
At night, there was a great festival with the Lord dressed and ornamented in elaborate splendor. But finally, after a great ceremony with offerings of palmfuls of flowers, it was time to leave the temple.
So he didn't want to leave. He stayed as much as he can to drink the nectar. Jai. Payal Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Everywhere I heard about and saw for myself.
No. Just
Oh,
one
that.
more. As Aita
Oh,
said.
sorry. Okay.
No.
As I thus enjoyed ever new festivals in the company of saintly devotees, time passed unnoticed. I seemed to forget the sorrow of my separation from this land of Raja. The pain Gopakumar had been feeling from being outside Raja subsided in the presence of Lord Jagannath, but it was never uprooted completely from his heart.
So Lord Jagannath's darshan was giving him some happiness. Yes. Richa Mataji.
Everywhere I heard about and saw for myself the most exalted mercy of Lord Sri Jagannath on his servants and perceived the various commands he gave them.
Yeah, that's so nice. Neeru Mataji, your turn.
No- Nothing other than the sight of Lord Jagannath attracted me. I even lost interest in hearing about his glories from the Puranas.
So he didn't want to hear anything but just drink the darshan of the Lord. And even if I sometimes underwent some physical or mental distress, as soon as I saw the lotus eyed Lord, the pain disappeared. Jai. Yes, Sri Gaurangi Mataji.
Thus, thinking I had attained the final result of my chanting, I became indifferent even to chanting. For many days, I lived in the city of Lord Jagannath in such perfect happiness.
So here is the problem. I became indifferent to chanting. So here is a highlight to what's going to happen next. So sometimes it is said that we are very attracted to some aspects of devotional service, and in that we may forget or become indifferent to chanting. Then what happens to that soul at that point? Because we got indifferent not because of getting into Maya, we got indifferent because of being attracted to another aspect of devotional service. So is that okay or is that bad? So answer comes right now. Amritanandini Mataji.
Then I began to feel the urge of more intimate service to the Lord. But desire also brought me great pain because it remained unfulfilled.
He wanted to do more personal service to the Lord, but it was not actually happening. So what happens next? Yes, Gayatri Mataji.
On special festival days, the Lord's chief servant, the mighty king who ruled that country, came to the holy city to see the Lord's transcendental face. To prevent problems like disturbances to respectable people and damage to the Lord's gardens, unimportant people like me were then forbidden to freely see the Lord.
So when the king comes, then we all have to go in the back. All the unimportant people have to go in the back. Okay, so what happens next?
One day, when I thus felt sick at heart, I saw my spiritual master standing in front of Sri Jagannath Deva, overwhelmed by the highest ecstatic love of God. Somehow, the same great soul who had given Gopakumara his mantra in Sri Vrindavan was now in Puri, taking darshan of Lord Jagannath.
So here comes the magic. That guru can come at any point, any place, any time when there is a need to help us. So that's what is being proved here.
But before I could speak with him, he left to go somewhere. And my mind was so attracted to the beautiful face of Lord Jagannath that I didn't notice which way my guru went.
So sad.
After searching here and there, the next day I found him on the shore of the ocean, dancing alone in the ecstatics of Nama Sankirtana.
Mm. Yes.
Seeing me,
Yeah. Please go ahead.
seeing me prostrating myself like a rod on the ground, my all-knowing master gave me his blessings. Then he embraced me and mercifully told me this.
I just love my all-knowing master gave me his blessings. That's how, right? Our spiritual master, we don't have to speak anything to him. He just knows everything that's happening, past, present, and future. It's just that we know that he knows. That's the point here, actually. Yes, Anita Mataji.
My dear boy, whatever you desire while chanting your mantra, by its power you will fully achieve. Indeed, you will attain more than you desire. Before performing any religious ritual, including the chanting of mantras, one should solemnly formulate it one's sankalp or intention, either verbally or mentally.
So that's how, like, every time, like Karthik vows or any vows that we take, we always, even daily chanting that we do, it's always recommended that we take a sankalpa. Sankalpa is nothing but to openly, verbally say to the Lord our intentions of why we are doing this and why we are intending to take this vow. So we are taking his blessings and permission and help to complete the vow. Yeah.
Mataji, this applies to the daily chanting?
Yes, because that is our vow, right? So when we are chanting, that's a prayer. What is Sankalpa is a prayer. So when you pray, my Lord, I really want to hear and glorify you. Like, this is my vow that I have given to my spiritual master. I want to do this as a service unto my spiritual master and to please you. May this be a pleasing service to you. So when we say that, then our mindset is ready to do that in that way, and not like, oh, in this time I want to finish this. I just want to be done with this. So there's a difference, right, when we make that prayer and sit down for chanting.
Yeah,
Anybody?
Mataji.
Yeah, please share if anybody else wants to throw light, because it's a very important point on chanting.
Madhuri, that's the reason why we say our pranam mantras before chanting.
So true. So taking blessings from our spiritual master and also praying for his mercy, so that we know that we on our own cannot do this process, and we are doing this for his satisfaction and the Lord's satisfaction, and not for anything else. So that when we say it out loud, our mind and heart will also hear it. Even if we don't intend to, but if we say it in the right, following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, then we get to go on the right path. Yes, Mataji. Who was next? I lost track of who was reading and who is next.
Yes, Mataji. I think it's me, Mataji.
Okay.
So I'll go next. This chanting, please understand, is another form of service to Lord Sri Jagannatha. Have faith in this and never give up your japa.
Yes. Commentary.
Yeah. Even if Gopakumara has no other desire than to render personal service to Lord Jagannatha, he is here told to understand that chanting his mantra is intimate service to the Lord.
You want to read the whole thing?
Yeah. Gopakumara may not have seen this for himself, but he should accept it out of confidence in the words of his Guru. Aware of Gopakumara's intense desire to serve Jagannatha, the all-knowing Guru also perceives that Gopakumara is neglecting his mantra and so is helping him achieve his desire by correcting his neglect.
Wonderful, wonderful. So our Guru comes at the right time, at the right place to help us, either him personally or through his messengers, to bring us back on that chanting if we negligently have left it out. So nice, right? How the Guru is helping. This is just amazing. Yes, Sujana Mataji.
By the potency of this mantra, may you live a long time. May you always have the form of a cowherd boy, and may you develop the right mentality for tasting the mantra's fruits.
See that may you live a long time. May you always have the form of a cowherd boy, and may you develop the right mentality for tasting the mantra's fruit. So, three blessings, the perfect blessings. May you live a long time is very important, because he can taste the Maha Mantra for that long. And staying in that same cowherd boy form as young and free and happy, and right mentality. So, he will stay on track for that all that long time that he's going to live. Beautiful blessings from his Guru. Yes, Vasantara Samataji.
Sometimes you will see me here, and sometimes in Vrindavan. Having thus instructed me, my Guru suddenly left to go elsewhere.
Jai. Vallabhi Gopi.
Separated from my Guru, I felt very much aggrieved. But when I went to see Lord Jagannatha, I regained my peace of mind and made a great endeavor to chant my japa.
My great endeavor means not all the time we'll be in the best of the moods to chant. So we have to put a great endeavor to chant our japa. So that's what it says. So we will pause here and take up any reflection.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Danvat Pranam. Can you read one verse, last one, Mataji? And then
Sure, sure.
Mataji, I could join late because I
No
have to
problem.
come school too late, Mataji. So
No
if
problem.
you
Sure.
okay, so it's okay.
Yes, yes, go ahead. You can read the next one, 94.
Yeah, Mataji. So where is it, Mataji? For
whenever my eagerness to see
yeah, whenever my eagerness to be see Braja Bhumi
became intense. Can you
became intense on the strength of Sri Jagannath glories. The many gardens of his above would appear to me as Brindavan. It see as the Yamuna and the slope of Na, which,
Niladri?
Niladri hill as Govardhan. Thank you,
Jai.
Mataji.
Thank you. Can anybody share who was seeing all these things too? You all know already. Can you all relate lines in
Lord
the
Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya.
Yes.
He fell down
He
also in the
saw.
ocean.
He jumped into the ocean.
Jumped.
Thinking it's Yamuna. And that fisherman catches him that way and pulls
Hari,
him.
Hari, Hari, Hari.
Yes, the Narshinga mantra and all the ghosts has haunted me. That story, yes. Jai. This is the beauty of Jagannath Puri. It's amazing that it's so much connection is there. So what to speak? Like it's amazing.